Wow, guys, welcome back to the show, the A&L show. This is Levis. I am reviewing for first time in a long time a TV show. This is the whole season review of X-Men 97. And I just finished watching the finale, and my god, it's been a while since I watched a cartoon show, anime show that completely from episode to episode captivated me with the storytelling, with the dialogue, with everything having going from point to point to point to leave me in shocks in the majority of the episode, just to give me the nostalgia and just to progress the story overall. This this show just made me like reignite my fan my fanatic self, my childhood self, and going to find to read a comic, to go watch the old X-Men 90s show and Spider-Man and whatever, and it got me excited for X-Men again, which is the most important thing. Um wow. Just everybody from the X-Men 90s show to reprise the role was just short of amazing. But it's not only that, anybody could reprise the role and just be like, okay, let's just do the repeat of what we just did. No. They made it. It's only been one season, so I'm not going to say they made it completely better than the 90s, but for one season, this is not for kids. I feel like this is for me in a way. But if I ever have kids, I will want them to watch and be like, listen, this is what it is, you know. Um First off, Magneto, just to start off, is MVP throughout the whole show. There's a couple that I completely love: Magneto, Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, Storm, OG, Jean. I like her. Overall, I do like her, but it was like, she's a stand-up, but she's not a standout for me. Neither is like Beast is not a standout for me, nor Jubilee. But what came out standouts for me, which was originally the goal, was Wolverine. Cyclops was a bit of a standout. Cable, I like how they did with Cable. Not completely love it, but thinking about it, like, it just, okay, like, it makes sense how they did what they did, basically. Because I'm like, oh, they're making Cable kind of look a bit weak. But then I'm like, no, no. It makes sense for overall, now that I've seen the finale. It makes sense, everything that they did. Now, when it started out that everybody thinking that Professor X is dead and they gave Magneto the mansion to start off the season, oh, the action in this is like top notch for an anime show. Um, then just the overall story, the overall tense and drama and real life challenges that entwine with the X-Men overall, about the vision between people, between life, between being accepted, between like the old themes, basically, just, and even the themes that they show now, just even make is perfect for right now. Um Boy, I think episode 2 was about Magneto just trying to get redemption overall, so he could be accepted by the X-Men and by society itself, so he could just, how do I say, he could just accept people's forgiveness and follow Professor X's last wishes, you know, and like everything just, it's deep. When you think about every single action that they put in the show, it's deep. The only nitpick I have that there's a lot of storylines that they breeze through it. It's a good pace for what it is, but it's like they breeze through the storylines and there's a lot. It's a lot that happens, a lot, but they breeze through it through like 30 minutes. So that's the only downside about it. The romance between, or the triangle between Gambit, Magneto, and Rogue was intriguing whatsoever, and it made a setup for what happens in mid-season and towards the end. And man, and then the concept of Jean and the twist of Madeline, and the baby, and who had Cable and sent him to the future, all that drama that normally I'm not into romances or drama like that, but I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit, like what the hell is going on, and who's who, and what's the hell? Well, Mr. Sinister was great. Oh, the cameos was amazing. Because I don't want anybody to just show up 30 minutes or just to take the whole episode. No, a cameo is a cameo on the setup, like they're there. It makes the world bigger. It makes the stakes bigger. It's like it's not just affecting us or the X-Men or whatever. It's affecting the world. The fact that you saw villains and heroes unite, like when like actual stuff happens, like the genocide of Genosha, which is one of the most horrific scenes that I've seen. I was not expecting that from a Disney show. I was not. And then killing off Gambit, I was not expecting that from a Disney show. Rogue killing somebody. What, Magneto destroyed Wolverine, taking his adamantium now and leaving him basically close to death. Storm losing her powers, and see how she is like being human. The only episode that I was like meh with was the one with Sunstorm, I think it's called, and Jubilee, that they go into the the video game, and whatever the case may be, and it was like that was like the weakest episode, but it wasn't even bad. Like it progressed the relationship between Jubilee and Fire Sunstorm or Firestorm or whatever hell his name is, and what's it called? It leads, like I said, it's set up to what comes later. So whenever they have to choose sides at the end between you choosing Professor X side or Magneto side or whoever, it makes sense. And the division between who chooses human and who chooses whatever, and then, oh my god, the whole thing that Magneto was right. Oh, and the main protagonist from this show, what's it called, Bastion, was formidable. To be honest with you, I didn't know much about him besides when I did a little bit of research. Yeah, he's a senator from Malta, but I'm like, just watching him right there, I became a fan. I became a fan of Bastion. I'm like, I was like, shit. This guy is formidable. This guy is amazing. His dialogue and his voice is amazing. It makes sense what he's doing. But then again, it's wrong. But for him, like, you get it in a way. But there's so many themes and topics that I could just go on and on. And let's get more towards the end, because I kind of lean a hit up in the little parts. Like there's so much between Sinister, between the Sheer, and Professor X being alive, and then coming back home, and then Jean So let's get right now towards. Okay, I'm gonna hit up this a little bit. The Asteroid X thing was great, basically. Magneto taking his people, whoever wants to go, blah blah blah. And then humans being dumbass out, and then half of the humans being infected by sentinels and the stuff from the future. Oh my god, there's so much, so much. Oh, the finale. So I was scared. Okay, how are they gonna wrap up everything and nail it? So this could be like a perfect season, and they did. Oh, the fights. Oh, the cameos. Oh, they raised the stakes. You felt like everything was at stake. You saw the cameos. You saw the people. You saw the actions. You saw the relationship between Professor X and Magneto inside his mind, and doing what he has to do. And it's like, what's right, what's wrong, and then the relationship. It's like they had it all. They had it all. I'm in shock and awe about the season whatsoever. And then it makes sense how they got rid of Bastion, if they got rid of him. Because I'm still not convinced he died. Even off that asteroid thing and whatever. And then just Magneto getting out of Professor X's mind and then saving, but then out of nowhere, boom, they disappear, and they just set up the next season just like that. In the final 4 minutes, they just set up the next season that I'm even more hyped to go see. Bishop freaking returns, where she left in the beginning of the season. I know I'm like rambling or going around this. It's like I knew in an inch Apocalypse, but I'm like, they could have just, everything was going on to point onslaught. But once I saw 3000 BC Egypt, I was like, oh shit, they're doing Apocalypse, they're separated. It's pre-apocalypse, but they are fucked. The only one that I did not know, which I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on, is Scott and Jean in the future with Nathan, little kid Nathan over there. Yeah, I was like, what? I was like shocked and all, and I'm like, what's? I'm like, oh my god, season 2, can I get here fast enough? And then, oh man, the post credit scene. It's like mid season. I'm like, I wonder how they're gonna bring Gambit back, or how they're gonna bring Gambit back, or if they're just gonna leave him dead. The way they're doing it makes so much damn sense. Apocalypse brings him back as the Four Horsemen, and it's comic book accurate. And I did not think of that. And I was like, oh shit. Man. This if this comes out on DVD, I am not gonna hesitate to buy this season. I love it. This season for me is a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. What did you guys think about it? What was your favorite episode? What do you guys think of the 90s cartoon? What do you guys think about X-Men in general? Now, leave a comments below. Please subscribe. Please like, comment, give your opinion. I'm here to read. I'm here to reply. I'm here to engage with you guys. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.